Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to join you today to inform you about two important events currently taking place in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The first is a demonstration in Congo. The second is subcontracting in Congo. The third is the war in Congo. Thank you and have a good edition. About 100 protesters gathered near the American, Chinese, and Portuguese embassies in Kinshasa this Saturday, close to the headquarters of MONUSCO. They were blocked by the police at the entrance of Aviators Avenue, where these diplomatic representations are located. Some carried banners with slogans such as "Get Out, Hypocrites, Act or Leave," or "The West Complicit in Congolese Genocide." Beyond statements, these protesters want Western embassies to take stronger actions against Rwanda. Several MONUSCO vehicles were burned, and Bintou Keita, the UN envoy in the country, denounced unacceptable threats and attacks against UN personnel and their families. Tires were also set on fire on 30 Juin Boulevard. Civil society NGOs, like the Bill Clinton Foundation for Peace, condemned the complacency of security forces towards the protesters. Earlier in the week, the French and British embassies were also targeted. Following an urgent security meeting, the Congolese government strongly condemned these acts of violence. Guillaume Bala, the head of the Congolese company Mon Jardinier, specializing in landscaping and supply of goods and services, believes that accessing the subcontracting market is still a myth despite last year's regulatory inspection. He states that there have been no public tenders published on the ARSP website or elsewhere. Golf Camping, another Congolese company specializing in catering services, with its 5 employees, only wins small contracts of less than $500. This prevents them from expanding. However, Congolese companies fail to secure these subcontracting contracts, resulting in an estimated loss of $8.5 billion for the state. The Director General of the Regulatory Authority for this sector, Mugul Katem, believes there is only one way to address this challenge: to grant access to companies with mainly Congolese capital or companies eligible for the subcontracting market. Despite challenges, some Congolese have succeeded in securing significant contracts, particularly in the mining sector. However, their financial capabilities are often limited. According to Eric Luamba, an economist and former government consultant, you cannot be awarded significant contracts unless it is ensured that you can mobilize guarantees that cover the risks if you fail to provide the services. In this regard, the government has established the Congolese Entrepreneurs Guarantee Fund, FOGEC. However, this fund is not fully operational in providing counterparties to these companies to mitigate risks. Despite this financial challenge, the ARSP hopes to triple the number of Congolese companies signing subcontracting contracts, especially in the mining sector. The war in Congo is a complex and devastating conflict that has ravaged the country and its people for decades. At the crossroads of political, economic, and ethnic interests, this war has inflicted countless sufferings and left deep scars in the social fabric of Congo. Rivalries for control over natural resources, notably precious minerals like coltan, diamonds, and gold, have fueled the fighting and exacerbated tensions between different armed groups and political factions. The consequences of this war are disastrous. Millions of lives have been lost, millions of people have been forcibly displaced, infrastructure has been destroyed, and the civilian population has been subjected to violence, atrocities, and human rights abuses. Women and children are particularly vulnerable, often being the primary victims of sexual violence and exploitation. Despite efforts by the international community to end this conflict, unrest persists in some regions of Congo. Peace and stability remain fragile, while socioeconomic challenges such as poverty, unemployment, and limited access to basic services continue to hinder the process of reconstruction and national reconciliation. Yet, amidst these dark realities, there are glimmers of hope. Local and international initiatives aimed at promoting mediation, dialogue, and sustainable development offer prospects for a better future for Congo and its people, but this requires continued and concerted commitment from all stakeholders to overcome divisions and build a future of peace, justice, and prosperity for all Congolese. Thank you for your attention to the news. Stay tuned and subscribe to find all the information.